So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, completes a QT. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Now they try the right side here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Down. Flat 22.
Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will have a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Watson. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Target.
On 1st and 10, Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll go on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, it's Hall, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken at the 3. And here come the Redskins now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black 22! Black 22!
To throw on second is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On second down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target. Blue 80.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hawkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Green the line! Green the line!
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it hits Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, look at 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there on the catch and run. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Richmond.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Throwing now, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Richmond, Richmond.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Looking
for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Patriot! Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Austin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that